Okay, here's the duo, I guess, between the few different light strips, LED light strips we had. Two of them from the top here from a company called Flexfire. And you can see just from the lumps underneath the tape, there is a lot of LEDs on their strips. Versus these two other cheapy strips. I'm going to call them cheapy strips. They're all made in China, I'm sure. But some strips have more LEDs than the others on them. I covered them all up with tape just to show one LED on each strip. So let's see what we got here. At 12 volts exactly. You can see they're all, each one of them is pretty bright. But we got obviously two at the top which are much brighter than the two at the bottom. And they are this one here, this one's from Flexfire LED. Then he also sent number 3 strip here, 1, 2, 3. He said is a customer's Amazon.com cheap light strip, which would be roughly equivalent to the cheapy light strip that I ordered. I buy them like this in rolls of 5 meters, roughly 16 feet. Anyway, his strips are definitely bright. If I was to uncover or pull the tape off of these strips here, you would see that they are very, very bright. But you cannot use these two strips here. But just touching these, I can feel that they are really, really hot already. I won't shut them down because that will reduce the life of the LED just from the heat alone. It's just inherent with any electronic device. Or electronic component. These two strips he supplied are meant to be used with a backing of some sort, copper or aluminum or steel, for a heat sink. You have to pull the heat out of these two. If you don't, they'll either burn themselves out rapidly or burn your house down, one of the two. These two here run relatively cool. I mean, I had them on. I actually have them in my kitchen as well, and I can show you that. Okay, the kitchen's a friggin' mess, but you can see just the reflection in a crock pot here. I got some chicken cooking, of course, for chicken tacos. You can see the reflection in the crock pot of the LED strips that's underneath my counter, up under there, as in there. You can see that. Anyway, they light the counter, pretty doggone good. And that's all I have on here in the kitchen at this point. Back on the LED strips anyway. Yes, no doubt the strips he sent here are much brighter. But he says they're $299 for a, I believe it is a 5 meter strip, or roughly 16 feet. And $299 is nutty bright and nutty expensive. These strips here, I just checked on eBay. I think this one he sent me is probably pretty close identical. They look almost identical to the ones that I've been ordering. Like I said, they come on a roll or reel like that, and I think the last price I seen was like $7 for the 5 meter strips. They are dirt cheap. They do last. I've got quite a few different strips around the house for accent lighting. They don't draw a lot of current. They run cool. I guess I can't say enough good about them because they seem to be very reliable, but they are dirt cheap. But if you want more light than they put out, you can always run a second strip or even a third strip beside them, or not. It's up to you. But I haven't found the need to need that much light. So take it for what it is. I'll uncover one of his strips here, most of the LEDs, and I'll flip it on and show you how bright they are. They are absolutely crazy bright. Here goes. As you can tell, that is very, very bright, but very, very hot as well. Here's the other strip, the fairly long strip. Let's flip it on so you can see how bright it is too. See, crazy bright. But there are, oh gosh, in the same amount of room, I've got, looks like 1, 2, 3 LEDs here. On this strip, I've got, gosh, 3, 6, 9, 12. I got about 12 LEDs here versus 3 LEDs here. So obviously this is going to be brighter just from a standpoint of there's more LEDs. And light adds. So the more LEDs you have, obviously the more light you're going to have. I uncovered the cheapest of all the light strips. I guess I'll add this in there also. These 3 here are covered up except for one LED on each one, and then here's the L super cheapo strips I've been buying in 5-meter sections, just to show you the difference between them.